Hey, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Supreme Medium Diviner. I am so tired, you guys, but I pushed through and I'm giving y'all this video today. And then I'm going to go back and get my rest. The reason why I'm so tired is because I channeled D'Angelo last night. Yesterday was his third day since he's been dead, and the third day is very crucial. And I felt like I needed to go in and see what was going on with his soul. I felt like I needed to explore this more. So I'm going to give you guys the details about his soul and what's going on with him. And that's why I'm tired, because I put in that work. Okay. So before we get started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified when I drop a video. Please like, comment, and share this video. Also, beware scammers. No WhatsApp. Have to go to my website to book. There is a clickable link in my bio. Also in the description, I put my website and my email. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to say this. On this video, y'all going to get a taste of my darker side, okay? Because I do it all. And this one required me to do my dark work, okay? So I know that I told you guys that, you know, he did not have his soul as much as the people in the industry is giving away. But that does not mean that I cannot intercept. And I can do that on the third day. And that's why I did. And I was able to come in and get his soul on the third day. And I can also do this with Christians, okay? So that's why I say that third day is very important, because that's when I can gain access and I can, like, help you, okay? So just because I intercepted and I was able to gain his soul so it's not lost does not mean that the outcome was good, okay? The soul still holds you accountable. When somebody else has your soul, meaning that you gave it away in a ritual or willingly, soul swap, all that kind of stuff like that, then that means that they can do what they want to do with you, okay? But when you have your soul, it's going to hold you accountable. We know that we have gone over this, right? So this is why I say just because I intercept does not mean the outcome for the person is good. And this is the case in D'Angelo. His outcome is not good. He is somebody that is punished and being tortured, okay? And when I have access to your soul, that means I'm helping you, right? So whether it's good or bad, I got to do the work, okay? So I do the work for the good, and I do the work when it's bad. And so that's why I'm tired, because I literally had to do the work last night, because that's my responsibility once I intercept. So I'm going to tell you what's going on with D'Angelo. I have done what I call, I put him away, okay? Why did I do this? The reason why D'Angelo has this punishment is because he was not good to children. I don't play that mess, okay? I don't play when it comes to kids, okay? So I had to do what I had to do. What did I have to do with him? I literally had, he put up a fight. That's why I'm tired. He made your girl work. He put up a fight, but I'm bigger, better, and badder. Okay. I had to literally take his hands and his feet. I tied them together. So basically, like, his body is like, I made it where his body is like very compact, right? And so they're tied together behind his back, and where he can't do nothing but lay on his stomach, okay? And just imagine, like, folding something up, and it's flat right here, and you got it folded up. That's what I did to him. I also took out his eyes, okay? After I did that, I put him in what I have is a little casket. So this is something that I do. Before you ask, it's not because he's a celebrity. Regular old folks have gotten this from me as well. I will put your ass back in that casket and seal it tight, okay? So I put him back in the casket, but it's so small. It's small like for a baby, right? That's how I folded him up. And then I put him in what I call a dumpster. That means I put him away. I put him out with the trash, okay? I have lots and lots and lots and lots of souls in this dumpster. And then it's hidden. It's concealed. Nobody can find it, okay? Nobody can find it. I'm the only person that knows where it's at, and I put him there, okay? Like I said, any mistreatment that you do with children is punishable, okay? I'm not saying that it was physical, not being there for your kids. just not taking care of them, any mistreatment with children. Okay. I didn't like what I saw when I went through his past. Okay. So you got to understand, when I do this, I go through it like it's a movie. I go through your past. He willingly showed me this. He had to show me this. And when I help anybody, I can see what they've done in their lifetime. And I did not deem what he did with children as acceptable. And I don't play, okay? So it's two sides of me, okay? Y'all got me here and y'all got me there. People that have worked with me have seen my other side, and they can put in the comments that they know I don't play. They tell me all the time, but it's real different over there. Yeah, it's different. So if you're a sensitive and you think this sounds evil, you're probably not going to like what I'm telling you. But my job is to tell you guys the truth. My job is to let you know what you need to do with your soul, what can happen to your soul. And so I don't only just share, like, informative information. I also going to share with y'all what I do. And this is what I did. So D'Angelo is gone and he is being punished. Now, if anybody feels like they want to assist him, and I actually got a email today with someone telling me that they felt like they needed to light a white candle for them. If anybody feels like they want to assist D'Angelo, what will happen is I will make it worse for him, okay? I don't come after the person that tries to assist him because y'all think y'all doing something good. But if he accepts your help, I will do something worse than I've already done. Again, this is not just because he's a celebrity. All regular folk have gotten my punishment. And there have been people that try to assist him. I can see it. So if you try anything, I'm going to see you and I'm going to see him if he accepts it. And I'm just going to make it worse. So I go ahead and I put that out there to you, okay? So, and he's begging his spirit. Now, the spirit cannot be destroyed. So this was his soul that I dealt with. And he's been like, just that brown sugar song, he just been putting that in my head all day, all day, all day. And I'm just going to ignore him. So if he continues, what I will do at that point is I will banish his spirit. Now, sometimes you do have to banish the spirit. And this is, matter of fact, 9 times out of 10, when I have to put the soul away, the person that's closest to them, or I can hear myself, they will contact me and they'll be like, they still here. I can still, and that's because the spirit has to be banished. I give it a chance to make sure to see if they're quiet. Cause like I said, the spirit can't be destroyed, but I have the gift to do away with your spirit too. Okay. So I do try to give them that chance, but sometimes they're just stubborn and they think they can still have their way, and I will banish the spirit. So he's been putting that song in my head. If he is not quiet after today, I will banish his spirit. Nobody will have access to him. If anybody tries to give any readings or anything like that, and I've done that, they're lying. They're lying. They have no access to him because I'm going to put his spirit away as well. Okay. So again, I know this probably seems harsh, but his punishment was acceptable to me based off of what I saw and how he treated children. And I just did not like it. Okay. And he did, like I said, he put up a fight, but I'm bigger, better, badder. All right. So as far as Angie Stone, so I had did a video on TikTok yesterday saying that I did attempt to help her with her soul. Somebody said, what kind of hairdo did you give her? So she had a part right here, and it was just combing on the side right here. And I just did it very neatly, just, so it could be neat, not in a bob, but just kind of like shoulder length. And what she did was, after I finished, she took it and she put it behind her ears and she kind of fluffed it up a little bit. So, she wanted her own way. So what that symbolized is that she's trying to do her own thing. But the way I did it was the way that was going to be great for her. She was going to be able to get her soul back. So that's what I mean, where she has not learned yet. Okay. But she still has the opportunity to learn. Okay. So hopefully she will put it back the way that I had it for her, because that's the only way that it's going to work for her. Okay. She was holding a baby when I saw her. So I do, I probably should look into her son, but, I don't want to be invasive. What it tells me is that, he's down bad. Okay. I feel like the baby represented her son. Whenever I see a baby, somebody's like near to death. Okay. And he probably has a broken heart, which that is understandable. Okay. So all he needs to do is he needs to raise his vibrations, and hopefully Angie does not call him to the grave. But I did see her holding a baby. Okay. just because she was holding him and he's down pretty bad doesn't mean that he will be called to the grave. That's symbolic of how sad or how, how bad it is for him, okay? She could feel like she needs him with her, okay? Or she might allow him to grieve and, eventually be okay, okay? That's something that, I would have to look into later on if I wanted to, but that's what it looked like right now, okay? But yeah, she's not ready yet, but hopefully she will get that understanding. That's what I'm talking about, where I'm like, you're only as good as your past life. You got to refer to your natal chart. You got to unlock that soul. And I tried to give her a head start. Since I tapped in, it's my responsibility. So, I ain't gonna leave nobody hanging. Once I tap in, I take on that responsibility and I'm gonna do the work. Okay. So that's pretty much it as far as that goes. I did get a glimpse of Chris Brown for some reason. So I'm going to be looking into him. Something's going on with him. I'm not saying that it's negative, but there's a shift somewhere with Chris Brown. Let me know in the comments if you feel like there's some type of shift with him and that it's worth me looking to. I never had the urge to look into Chris Brown, but for some reason I got a little glimpse after doing my work with D'Angelo. So y'all let me know what y'all think, okay? All right, so I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on and give y'all a follow-up. Please like, comment, share, put your thoughts in the comments. Let me know, how you feel. And until next time, I will see y'all in the astral. Bye.